In our Waste Watch segment, a viewer raised a question about the Cheek Volunteer Fire Department. The person writes, "What's going on with the Cheek Fire Department? They've got state grants, donations, new equipment, a new fire station, but they're still not fighting fires." Another volunteer fire department answers their calls. It seems like a waste of public money. The viewer is right. The Cheek Volunteer Fire Department has not answered any calls in years. Some say more than 10 years. All of the calls go to the LaBelle Finette Volunteer Fire Department. But the chief of the Cheek station told us today that's about to change. It's been years and years since you all have, despite the hurricane, since you made a call.
We brought the concerns to Fire Chief Ken Duhon, who met with us today at the new fire station on Kidd Road in Cheek.
I feel like people just don't understand that what it takes to, when you start from a slab, no volunteers, to recruit volunteers, build a station, get equipment, train volunteers. It takes a long time. You don't want somebody responding to your house fire and don't know how to put it out.
The Cheek Volunteer Fire Department started in 1973, but it became inactive about 10 years ago. This is what the building looked like after Hurricane Rita.
Hurricane Rita destroyed the station, and then Hurricane Ike destroyed the equipment.
It was after Hurricane Ike that Duhon came on board. He had retired from the Sheriff's Department with 25 years of service. Being a volunteer chief, though, was not exactly what he had in mind.
Is this how you plan to spend your retirement?
Absolutely not.
But Duhon eventually agreed to take on the challenge. A 2009 donation from the Bush-Clinton Coastal Recovery Fund provided the department with $200,000. In addition to that, documents provided to KFDM by the Texas Forest Service show almost $250,000 in grants from that agency. That approximate $450,000 has led to a new station built by Cheek volunteers, new equipment, and a new fire truck that, as of last month, Duhon says was fully equipped.
2012 tanker with a water pump, so we can fight fire with this truck.
But the question remains, when?
With God's blessings, next month we'll be responding. We're almost there.
And Chief Duhon called the LaBelle Finette Volunteer Fire Department and its chief, Charles Saunier, a godsend. He said that department has answered emergency calls for the Cheek community for years and has agreed to back up Cheek on calls when it's back in service, which, if Duhon is right, will be next month. We'll let you know. If you have a Waste Watch tip, email us at wastewatch@kfdm.com.